Fintech, a term that combines finance and technology, is revolutionizing the way we manage our money, making everything from banking to investing more accessible and efficient. In this digital age, fintech is no longer an option, but a necessity. Now, embarking on a fintech startup journey is not a walk in the park. It's an adventure filled with thrilling rewards and formidable challenges. On one hand, the potential to innovate and disrupt traditional financial systems is immense. On the other, the sector is heavily regulated and competition is fierce. But don't let this dissuade you. With the right idea, a dedicated team, and a resilient spirit, you can navigate the complexities of this dynamic industry. So now that we understand what a fintech startup is, how do we start one? Stay tuned as we unravel the steps to building a successful fintech startup. If you're new to our channel, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. Every great startup begins with an innovative idea. In the realm of fintech, this statement holds even more truth. The financial technology industry is ever evolving, fast-paced, and brimming with competition. So to stand out in this complex ecosystem, you need an idea that is not just unique, but also disruptive and transformative. Think about the giants of the fintech world. They didn't just bring something new to the table. They entirely shifted the way we perceive and handle our finances. They disrupted the status quo. So your idea needs to be one that challenges the conventional, offers solutions to real-world problems, and adds value to your potential customers. Now, having a great idea is just the beginning. To turn that idea into a successful fintech startup, you need to understand your market. That's where comprehensive market research comes into play. Market research is like a compass, guiding you through the uncharted territory of the fintech industry. It helps you identify the gaps in the market, the needs of your potential customers, and the opportunities that are waiting to be seized. But that's not all. Market research also helps you understand your potential competition. You see, in the fintech world, you're not just competing with other startups, but also with traditional financial institutions. So, you need to know who you're up against. Understand their strengths and weaknesses, their strategies, and their customer base. This knowledge will help you carve out a unique space for your startup and give you a competitive edge. So, let's recap. To build a successful fintech startup, you need two things: a unique and innovative idea and thorough market research. The idea is your starting point, and the research is your guiding star. Together, they form the foundation of your startup, helping you navigate the complex and competitive world of fintech. With a unique idea and comprehensive market research, you're ready for the next step. A startup is only as strong as its team. Let's dive into that. When it comes to building a successful fintech startup, having a robust, diverse team is non-negotiable. You see, fintech is a unique field, a fusion of finance and technology. This blend requires a team with an array of skills and backgrounds. Think of your team as a well-rounded puzzle. Each piece, each member, brings something unique to the table. You need financial experts who can navigate the complexities of the financial sphere. You need tech experts who can work on the digital front. But it doesn't stop there. Your team should also include creative thinkers, marketing mavericks, and operations experts. It's this diversity that breeds innovation, fuels problem solving, and ultimately drives success. So, invest time in finding the right people who share your vision and are equipped with the skills to bring it to life. With a strong team in place, you can start building your product. The heart of your fintech startup is your product. It's the tangible manifestation of all your hard work, your ideas, and your passion. It's the bridge that connects your startup with the market, and it's the vehicle through which you deliver value to your customers. Let's talk about how to develop a product that not only serves a purpose, but also stands out in the crowded fintech space. First, you need a solid plan. What problem is your product solving? Who is it for? What features will it have? These are questions that need to be answered before you even start designing. Once you have a clear plan, you can move on to the design phase. This is where you'll map out the user experience and interface. It's crucial that your product is user-friendly. In the fintech world, this means your product should be easy to navigate, intuitive, and visually appealing. But don't forget about security. With the rise of digital transactions, security is a top concern for consumers. So, as you design your product, make sure to incorporate robust security features that protect user data and transactions. Next comes the development phase. This is where your product comes to life. You'll work with developers to create the actual software or app. Remember, this isn't a one-and-done process. It's iterative. You'll create, test, get feedback, adjust, and repeat until you have a product that meets your standards and serves your target market effectively. Testing, the final step, is critical. This is where you'll iron out any kinks, fix bugs, and make sure your product is ready for launch. You'll need to test every feature, every function, and every security measure. You'll also need to test how your product performs under different conditions and loads. The product development process is complex and challenging, but it's also exciting and rewarding. It's where your idea transforms into something real, something tangible, something that can truly make a difference in the fintech world. With a product ready, it's time to introduce it to the world. The world won't know about your product unless you tell them. A simple truth, yet one that underscores the absolute necessity of a well-thought-out marketing strategy and launch plan. You've poured your heart and soul into creating a groundbreaking fintech product, but without the right marketing, it could be like a tree falling in an empty forest, unheard. Marketing is your megaphone, your spotlight, your chance to shout from the rooftops about what you've created. It's your opportunity to make your product known, to create desire, and to convince your audience that they need what you're offering. An effective marketing strategy is multifaceted and tailored to your target audience. It's about knowing who your customers are, understanding their needs, and communicating how your product can meet those needs. Social media marketing, for instance, is more than just posting on Facebook or Twitter. It's about engaging with your audience, creating meaningful content, and fostering a community around your product. It's about leveraging platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, and even TikTok to reach your audience where they are. Influencer collaborations can also be a powerful tool in your marketing arsenal. By partnering with influencers who align with your brand, you can tap into their established audiences and gain credibility through association. Remember, it's not just about the number of followers an influencer has, but the level of engagement and trust they have with their audience. Another effective strategy is forming partnerships with other companies. This can help you reach a broader audience, leverage shared resources, and create mutually beneficial opportunities. Plus, it can provide a valuable endorsement of your product. But remember, your launch is just the beginning. It's the kickoff, the starting gun, the initial splash. The effectiveness of your marketing will be measured not just by the buzz you create at launch, but by the sustained interest and growth you generate afterwards. And that brings us to the final point. Once your product is out in the market, the real work begins. This is where you'll see if your marketing efforts have paid off, and where you'll start fine-tuning your strategies based on real-world feedback and performance. It's an exciting, challenging, and rewarding phase of your fintech journey. Success in the fintech industry means constant evolution. Just like the fintech landscape itself, your startup must be fluid, always ready to learn, adapt, and evolve. Continuous learning is vital. It helps you stay up to date with the latest trends and technologies, making sure your startup is always at the forefront of innovation. Your team should be curious, always asking questions, always seeking to understand the why and the how. Adapting is all about flexibility. It's about taking that newfound knowledge and applying it to your startup in a way that makes sense. It could mean pivoting your product, tweaking your business model, or changing your market strategy. Evolving, on the other hand, is about growth. It's about taking your fintech startup to new heights, pushing boundaries, and staying ahead of the competition. Remember, the fintech market is a fast-paced, ever-changing environment. Staying stagnant is not an option. Adapting and evolving are the keys to building a successful fintech startup. Building a successful fintech startup is a journey. And the journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's just beginning. Each day presents a new opportunity for growth, for innovation, for success. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey of learning, adapting, and growing. Keep innovating, and you're on your way to building a successful fintech startup.